Last time on Knights of the Rolled Table, the party went searching for a mystery knight who was on a secret reconnaissance mission in the sunless jungle of Ogjahar. Upon arriving, they literally ran into a dwarf barbarian called Coach. He informed that he was after his son Dendon, who's been captured by a dragonborn artificer named Bato. After reaching Bato's encampment, they battled some displacer beasts, but the machine Bato was building exploded, taking all of them out in a white blaze. Then they woke up again, discovering that Coach has been stuck in a 1-hour time loop for months, dying and restarting over and over. Can the party break the cycle?
Notice Coach come through, bounding through as he did before, but this time there's a glint of recognition, and you also, by the way, credit yourself a long rest. You've all reset back to the state of what you were at before as you entered in. You take a second to kind of realize, wait, there was an explosion. There was a big, bright, seething, radiant light that emanated from this machine. Everything went bright white, and then all of a sudden you just kind of appeared here, outside of the stone gate that you walked through.
Anybody else have a strange feeling of deja vu?
It's coming.
That's what you said last time.
Yeah, but you all weren't here last time. Do you want to get eaten by it?
No.
I don't really recommend it, but it's quite an experience.
Let's run straight to the village as fast as possible.
Well, sometimes it. Okay, we can try.
That's what I want to do.
Let's go.
But I just want to tell you, my cardio is a lot better than yours.
Probably.
All right, you want to run to the village this time?
Oh, I mean a light jog.
Light jog. Okay.
I want to book it.
All right, if you want to run, or some of you will run. Who's running?
Hey, we'll catch up. It's okay.
I will do a light jog, and I have stayed on top of my cardio. Thank you very much.
Sure. Yeah. No. Diedre is dexterous as all get out.
Hey, Igneous, did you find Dendon?
I'm gonna stick with Coach as we jog behind Melbin, who's probably so just because of the armor.
Yeah.
Coach and I can probably easily pace Melbin.
It's bouncing around.
Hey, that looks different than last time.
Yeah. As we just casually jog behind him. Yeah, I found your son. He's gagged in that tent back there with the other Dragonborn.
Poor kid. He's been in there for months now. How many days did he say? 54?
Something like that. Yeah, we heard you'd been missing for about 3 months, so I think it's probably been that long.
I think
3 months.
Maybe longer for him.
I think the 54 was how much time it had been since the repeat.
Yenni, look out! There's a stick right there. I've tripped over it a couple times.
Yenni will trip.
As you're running, so Yenni trips. Melbin trying to stay, kind of fit and stay in front. Diedre is way out in front. Melbin's
Diedre,
making a lot of clang, 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 clang. His armor's hitting against each other, and as you're making your way down the same path you did, but much slower and stealthier this time since it took you a lot longer, you just hear this.
Hey, Coach. When you've been eaten by that giant lizard, do you think it recognizes you?
If it keeps its memories like I have, it's probably it seemed real hungry. That's all I found out. It probably would recognize me for sure. Do you want to find out?
I'm gonna run up to Theo.
Coming through the trees ahead of you.
It's so big.
Jeez.
Oh my god.
Hey,
You see this massive gray greenish lizard on 2 legs with tinier little arms and big gnashing rows of teeth. It's a little snout that's kind of sniffing around with these 2 little beady reptile eyes, and its head comes down, sort of an arch, and it sniffs around. Are you guys still running?
Not once I see that.
Not
Okay.
at it. I would like to cast a spell.
Okay.
I'd like to cast Polymorph
Okay.
on the T-Rex.
On the T-Rex?
Yeah.
All right.
Wisdom saving throw.
Jeez. Okay.
Turn it
16.
into a chicken.
Wisdom saving throw. It rolled a 7 plus 1 is an 8.
Okay. I'm gonna turn it into a fat gecko.
Why are they always fat?
I don't control the magic. That's just how it works.
Okay.
Well, that was
Um,
anticlimactic. What'd you say your
okay.
name again was again?
Oh, Theo.
Theo, friend. I'm gonna go over there and give him a very careful wrap like a hug around the waist, careful to not stab you with my spiked shoulders.
Okay. Oh,
Theo,
pokey.
I love you, Theo.
Oh well, it's nice to have a friend.
It's hard being out here by yourself for this long.
I understand.
Waking up to a T-Rex that wants to eat you.
That's okay. They're there.
That's what they're called. I was trying to remember. It was this whole thing. Bato said that's what that thing was. He talked to me
We should
about it.
keep moving, darlings.
I mean, I'm a little bit less afraid of this gecko, and I'm gonna go over and step on it.
Don't
Wait.
do it!
Make an attack. An unarmed attack.
Can we attempt to stop him?
You can attempt, yeah.
I would
I-
like to
So
attempt to
so as
stop.
Coach walks, are you just walking over, Coach, and you're just like, oh, okay, I'm not too
Yeah,
afraid.
I assume the gecko's like
It's
meandering over to us. Like it's still hungry. It still wants to eat.
Yeah, it's looking at you and just like, oh. Diedre, how do we want to do this? Make a dexterity check, and Coach make an attack.
That's a nat 20 for a total
Oh!
of
my
25.
gosh.
Diedre comes over and just slams into you like a comedy movie, just his linebacker just slams
What the heck?
as you right about to step on this.
I would like
What's
to
the big-
I want to pin him. if I
First
can.
of all,
And I want to pin him, and when I pin him, I put a finger in his face and I say, "No. Don't touch it. We're moving forward, and that
You
is
like
the
to,
end of this discussion." Like it's a Harrison Ford point.
You just do this leaping Black Widow leg wrap around his neck, kind of like and flip him over, just
Awesome.
And all of a sudden, this high elf woman has mounted you on her chest, and you're just like, no.
that was great form. Very impressive.
And
She
as
doesn't
you're on
even-
the
she doesn't even
ground,
respond. She just turns around and points towards the machine that we're headed towards, and just starts off again.
Coach is laying prone on the ground, and this little gecko comes up next to your head. It was just like,
I would like to.
gonna lay there
Melvin
for
would
a
like to
second.
pick up the gecko and bring it with him.
okay.
Oh no! No.
Okay. All right. Lasts for an hour, right? Right,
Yeah.
Jeff?
I'm
Okay.
I'm still
You
not
pick
quite
up the
sure why I'm
gecko.
on the ground.
All right. So
Dust myself off.
you make your way to the where the hut is and the kind of little village area where Bato is.
On the way, I want to ask Theo, hypothetically, how long do you think it would take you to make friends with a T-Rex?
Oh, well, I'd have to kind of get into their head. I'd have to figure out what they want, figure out what their customs of hierarchical order is, and then establish a bond. So, anywhere from, 3 or 4 weeks to several minutes.
All right, well, several minutes would be more useful, but if we needed to, you could take 3 to 4 weeks.
In some ways, it's not even up to me. It's up to the animal, really. It's just a relationship.
All right,
think about it.
Let's keep that in mind.
Okay.
All right. What if, just hear me out, we don't run in, but instead go around behind the tent and just get your son out?
I suppose we could do that, but I mean, we need to talk to Bato.
Sure. But why don't we start with getting your son out?
I mean, Dendon's great and all, but I don't know what he's gonna do in this situation. Clearly, he got himself captured. Like, what's he gonna say? Why would we get him first? I don't even.
We have
understand.
some good information.
I miss the kid. Let me tell you. Perhaps he knows them better than we do.
There's another Dragonborn in there too. Do you know who that is?
Yeah, I didn't really get a chance to ask. We've talked a couple times right before the boom, but yeah. We talked about the weather.
You talked about listen, Bato didn't seem to be that inclined towards conversation, so maybe one of them knows more.
The weather. I just talked to the other Dragonborn about the weather. And then boom. And then I'm running in the woods and the T-Rex, and then sometimes I make it back to the camp, sometimes I get eaten, sometimes those little whippy cats come out and hurt us. And it's been a whole thing. A couple times I just fell down off of a cliff. There's cliffs just northwest of here. That sucked. But I could tell you all the different ways I died if you wanted.
I don't think we have time for that.
Just point to them if we approach one.
If there's anything that I've learned, is we have a lot of time. So much time. Months and months and months of time.
Just then you arrive.
All right, we're here again. Who wants to take the lead this time? Because runny boy over there, Igneous, you ran into that little plate there.
You notice it's not as misty as it was the last time you arrived. You're arriving a lot earlier in the sort of timeline. Bato is working on this machine, but it's not as constructed as it was. It's missing a couple of the orbs. There's all these parts on the ground, and he's moving it around. It's like, yes, I think I figured it out this time. I have to put it on the left instead of the right.
We have actually saved a lot of time because they didn't have to deal with the lizard. So, maybe we just talked to Bato this. I think I got through to him a little bit.
That stuff you said about impurities, is there anything you could do about that?
Perhaps, but I don't know what that machine's gonna. But I suppose if we need his help, then we're gonna have to kind of give and take here. Any of you good with the machinations and the steam and the wibbly wobbly orbs?
Well, I bet we could all figure it out if he lets us help him.
Diedre picks locks. Is anything locked?
Maybe. I mean, I could just walk in and ask if you're worried about the time thing. We'll just be able to try again later.
Well, why don't you go in and see if you can tell them about the impurities earlier and offer to help. And while you're doing that, we'll sneak in and talk to Den and Thress.
Oh, like the old...
You never got his name.
We'll sneak in and talk to Den and the other Dragonborn. I'll get their names.
I'll go with you, Igneous, and I can help. Were they tied up, or they were?
Den was
Dendon was
gagged.
tied up. Thress was not.
Depressed.
I'm gonna
I'll
lean
stay
over.
I'll stay with Coach in case he needs backup.
Okay.
And also because I have a plan.
I lean over
Okay.
to Melbin and I'd say, once when I was in dwarf college, we ran a play just like this. Called it The Slippery Slope.
You were in a play?
No, it like on the. Oh, never mind. Let's go.
All right. First off, I need Iggy and Diedre to make a stealth check. I'm assuming you're trying to be sneaky as you're going around.
25.
Sorry.
Casual 25. Okay.
14.
I'm plus
We know
9
how rollers,
stealth
baby. That's how we do.
checks.
Okay.
So am I, but 14.
All right. All right. You guys make your way around through like kind of the long way, avoiding off the map. And kind of making your way around. So as that's happening, you're taking your time. As that's happening, the rest of you are going to approach.
Yep. If Bato looks like he is going to attack instead of listening to us, I would like to cast command at him.
Okay. All right. So you're holding command.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You're also holding a gecko.
Yes, I am. That's
A
my
fat
backup
gecko.
plan.
It's just
Yeah, fat gecko.
Hey, Vado. How are you? Good to see
What?
you again. I
you.
Yeah, we're back, but this time really early. So much earlier.
Yes, well, I really just wish you would stay away this time.
Well, listen, maybe we can help each other, okay? I don't like getting blown up. It doesn't feel good. We have that ringing in my tinnitus is gonna be off the charts, okay? Can I help you? Like I said, your ironwork here is pretty shoddy. I think maybe it might be messing with some of your conductivity.
You don't even know what I'm trying to do. I am a maker of things. I'm a smith. I've studied it in different colleges and practices.
I know
I'm
who
trying
you
to-
are.
Let us help you.
Sora sent me to find you. We know you've been out here working on this thing for a long time.
I'm not a knight anymore. I left the order because more important things have come up.
I don't want to take any more time. I just want to help.
Make a persuasion check with advantage, since Melbin's kind of helping you out.
It's what Coach is best at.
Yep.
Persuasion. That is a natural, or not a natural 18 plus 1, 19.
Ooh, 19.
I'm just saying, just give me a shot. Give me one piece of metal here. Maybe I can clean it up for you, or at least tell you what's going on.
And you hear from the tent. You hear, Bato, maybe you should listen to him. I'll deal with it. Dress, please. All right. We've got a little bit of time. I'll give you 5 minutes. You can come take a look if you think you can give me any insight as to why my machine's not working.
Okay,
Why-
well, I have no idea what your machine is supposed to be doing, but I can at least tell you what materials, might improve. What kind of energy you're running through these things?
So who approaches?
I'll go with him.
Okay. Melbin, Coach.
Being careful not to step on plates.
Sure. Oh, so as you get to about, so as you're approaching and you get to, where's my laser pointer? Right here. Well, as you get to the first one that you saw Igneous step on, he kind of stops and he's like, oh, wait, hold on. Go to the left. Yeah, step around that. And then you go forward about 5 feet and you're like, hold on. Take a big step over that gray one right there. Yeah.
Oh, it's
yeah.
kind of a nice little dance we got going on here.
Okay,
Let's go.
okay. You can come the rest of the way normally. Your friends might want to stay back. He kind of gestures to these creatures that are starting to materialize to the sides, and he's like, hold on, give him some space. It's fine.
Ready the gecko.
Okay. You see inside of this. Go ahead and make an investigation check, Coach.
All right.
And don't you have stone cunning or something dwarfish?
Yeah. If anything involving like stone or
materials.
Yeah, those type of materials I should have advantage on.
So make an investigation with advantage for materials specifically.
That's a natural 20. A -1. 19.
But it's still a nat 20. That's amazing. All right. Coach, you see all kinds of... what's interesting is that there's materials that don't really belong here. He's clearly mined or brought together some things from not just the jungle, but like stuff was brought in somehow. Almost like he knew he had to come to this one place, or it was all brought in somehow. And there's metals from the north. There's
hold on. Is this from Tetrod? Tetrod 4?
5. It's very, very brittle, but highly conductive
nice.
copper wire. And then what you do notice from the center that was covered up last time by plating and shielding is a purple glow, very familiar, that you recognize from Marcatia. Inside, not covered up right now, there are these small shards of purple night crystals.
I'm going to take off one of my gloves that I have on, revealing the metal arm that I have, and I'm going to hold the crystal with that arm, and I'm going to try and like feel the energy from it to see if it feels like and I'm also going to inspect the crystal to see if there's any kind of like strange impurities or cracks or other materials that may be messing with this conduit piece.
Yeah, so you take off your glove and you show this kind of metal artifice arm that's kind of he's doing like a little Terminator thing, and he kind of stops and he's like, where did you get that?
You're not the only one who's had to make sacrifices for their art.
How did you get that? That's amazing. That work is... You didn't make that.
No, not even close. It's a whole thing. We saved a place in Marcatia. You know it, yeah.
Marcatia, yes.
Yeah. It was a knight thing. You've done really amazing stuff as a knight too, right?
It's amazing, yes.
They all do, yeah. So it's come in handy. I can talk to leaves. It's pretty great.
All right. Well, sure, you can please inspect whatever you need to if you think you can help. So you take a look at this crystal, and I'm going to say make...
Could I attempt like a nature check to kind of see the... It doesn't matter. They're all negative.
I was going to say nature or arcana, your choice.
Okay. It's all the same. Because it's a gem, do I still get advantage on it?
Yeah.
That's a 10. So, looking at it, figuring it out.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Iggy and I are just like chatting with the boys in the town.
Well, no, you're not there yet. I'm gonna do a separate thing with you all.
Just kidding.
So yeah, the weather's real nice. Yeah. Coach, you take a look at the gem, the purple crystal, and it doesn't seem to be have any imperfections. It's rough. It's unhewn. It's not polished or anything. It's kind of in its raw state, which you have seen before. It's very similar to what you saw in like the flying ships that some of your allies use, and what you saw in Marcatia. But doesn't seem to be anything wrong with the the gem itself.
All right.
From what you can tell.
I'm pretty impressed. These were a big deal.
Yes, they're hard to come by. I had to use the black market.
Yeah, I suppose you did. You know, I've got some connections in that city. If you ever need, more of these, maybe I can hook one up. But for now, I know we're running out of time. Here, you can have this back. It looks fine to me.
He puts it back.
I'm actually gonna look around on the platform that he's using. I'm assuming it's all made out of stone.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be inspecting the stonework here to see if maybe it's actually like a good spot to be building on, like if it's foundational or like steady or anyway. While I'm doing that,
yeah, make an investigation check because it's stone, also with advantage.
I'm gonna look at Melbin and I'm gonna like gesture for him to start like talking to like move my head up and down.
So
try and,
Melbin.
So what are you trying to do exactly, and why?
I found out some unfortunate news. I don't know why none of this matters.
And he starts to get a little bit more upset.
We can't
Melbin,
help if we don't know what's wrong.
Melbin, make a persuasion check.
Yeah. 19.
Okay. You kind of give him like a hands up, kind of calm, and he's like,
sorry, it's high blood pressure. I'm very stressed out. My husband, Thres, who's in the tent, he has a rare illness. It's terminal, and he's dying. And I'm trying to save him. I'm not proud of what I did. I made a deal with sort of a being that I reached out to. I found a tome that was forbidden, and it instructed me to come here and build something in its honor. But I think it was a mistake. Every time I try to build it, I gathered all the materials. I got exactly what they asked for, and I didn't know it was going to trap me in a time loop. It's almost like they're playing with me.
Been there. Am I right?
Yes.
Do you know the name of this deity or demon that you made an alliance with?
I had to. Back when I was a knight, I like you have, you put away your fair share of, people causing trouble. I dealt with a particular nasty warlock, and I went to where he was being held in desperation once I found out about Thres's illness. I talked to him, and he said, well, you might want to, gave me a way to reach out, and he gave me his talisman, and the god is Quazathu, Redeemer of Darkness. You might have heard of him.
I haven't, but I have a book at home I can look it up in.
Was that one of the ones that I don't think that was one of the ones.
Well, you didn't hear this, but
just out of curiosity.
Melbin,
but I don't think
it was not. This is a new name. Quazathu. Redeemer of Darkness. Melbin, I'll just say, yeah, I'll just say with your religious background, never heard of him.
Okay.
Not even remotely. Although the word darkness kind of like
Jives with all the other things.
Jibes, yeah, night, queen of night and something darkness and something of shadows, and it's like, okay,
Skeletal death angels,
Yeah, it's not like Jack Dempsey, maker of candy corn. It's like it's not along that lines. So he says, so I made a deal, and Quazathu
told me in not too many words, sent a message to build a shrine, to use my talents to build this shrine using these materials that would grant life, cure her, but I haven't been able to cure him. I haven't been able to complete it in time.
Well, my friend Theo, fellow knight. Hey Theo, hi. He's quite good at healing. Perhaps he could take a look at Thress, and then we could just use our tattoos and all.
It's a terminal blood illness. Don't you think I've gone to healers and clerics?
I was dead 4 days ago.
We're wasting our time. Before we go on to Iggy and Diedre, Weston, what'd you get for your investigation?
These are some nice rocks. These rocks are real nice. They are some rocky rocks. Coach has not been paying attention to the rocks, but has more been paying attention to the conversation. I rolled a 2.
Okay. Yeah. It's hard to tell. There's a lot of stuff on top of the stones. You're like, oh, this is nice rocks. It's real old, but you'd have to probably just move everything to really take apart everything and see what's underneath it to really see anything about it. It's kind of hard to tell.
Well, all right.
Okay. Flash cut to Iggy and Diedre, who have snuck in the back of the tent. You sneak underneath, and that you see the back of Dendon tied and gagged to a chair, and Thress, who's standing there kind of drinking some water, kind of leaning against a table. He looks a little out of breath, but he's got his head down, just wasting his time. Why can't he just let me go? And then he kind of stops for a second and turns his head. Oh, God. Ugh. Shh. It's you.
Yeah.
And a friend.
Yeah. We're gonna ungag King Dendon. You should do.
Diedre starts and unties and ungags Dendron.
Okay. Dendon doesn't say anything as he just, is my dad still out there?
Yeah, should be.
Okay. I really don't want to blow up again.
No, yeah. We're together on that. Do either of you know anything that we should know that we could do about what is happening? What is this machine? Give us a rundown.
Thress tells you kind of a rundown of I'll just, okay. Thress says, I'm dying of a rare blood illness. Bato has somehow been convinced that building some sort of a contraption, tap into some sort of higher power, like a lightning rod of healing energy. But every time he gets close to completing it, this weird area timer goes up and the machine fails. And we start over in the same loop over and over and over again. I can't just die. I just want him to be okay with leaving me, letting me go. But you have to be careful if he finds out you're trying to do anything to help me or attack him or something like that. It's just going to be a mess. It's going to happen all over again.
So instead of dying once permanently, everyone's dying all the time temporarily.
Yes.
That's weirdly poetic.
I've tried to convince him, but I'm exhausted. I don't have it in me. I can't fight him. I can't stop him. I'm just here. He's keeping me in here. And every time I try to leave, he just pushes me back.
Do you truly think it's hopeless? That there's nothing that he can make that machine work? There's no way to, sort it out?
I don't know anything about... He's a brilliant artificer, and
If he can't build something to make it work, and he's talked to what he says is some sort of higher power, I honestly think he's gone a bit off the rails, but I just, I'm trying to support him.
Is it his machine? Is it this machine that's creating the time loop, or if he just didn't build it one time, would it still happen?
He's never not built it. As soon as he places those 3 discs on top, it activates, and I haven't been able to get him not to build it once since we've been here.
So if he chose not to do that, it might break the cycle, but he'd lose you.
I suppose so. I don't know what will happen if he doesn't build it, but I know he'll get mad, that's for sure.
What do you want to happen?
I just want him to say goodbye. And I need him to be okay with that. I want him to live his life. But I can't do it. I've tried. If one of you can convince him. I think that would be the best thing for him and for me. For all of us. Otherwise, we'll be trapped in this loop of death and destruction over and over for the rest of 1 hour.
Yeah, not a big fan of that. Even before I get eaten by a T-Rex.
Oh yes, that's also unpleasant. One time it came into the camp and killed all of us, but he had already started the machine. It tends to the loud noises tend to draw attention. And we cut back out to Bato and Melbin and Coach and everybody else that's out there. And Bato's like, all right, time's up. If you haven't learned anything else, I'm going to keep going.
You know, you can kind of do what you want. Keep on going. I definitely feel for you. You know, not, but in some cases you're a little bit lucky. You know.
Why is that?
Oh well, not everyone gets a chance to say goodbye. I didn't get a chance to say goodbye. So I would do anything to get my love back, you know. And
you lost someone close to you.
Yeah. Denden's mom. There was a cave-in, and I've you know, I don't know if you ever really get over it, but if I could have just, you know, said goodbye and that I loved her, you know, just one more time, that would have been great. So I'm just saying you're lucky. You got this chance to keep Thresh around. Thresh around. I you know, you have time to say goodbye, and the blood disease is terrible. There's not everything can be fixed, you know. I just think you're lucky.
We can do such amazing things. All of us are heroes, saviors of different realms, and I can't save the most important person in my life. Why is that? What cruel joke has been played upon us? But I can try to put this together. If I can create this beacon, then Kwazathu might be able to bring down enough healing energy.
I've
unless
never been
it's all in jest.
never been healed by the darkness. Seems to just kind of consume you, right? I mean, if it were me, this would be the ultimate joke. This would be the whole purpose of, dark creatures watching us mere, mortal suffering over and over and over again, drawing on that. I've seen some dark stuff, and that's why I kind of gave up adventuring. I had to come back here for Dendon. Dendon's my son. I don't know if I ever told you that.
I don't believe so. We've never talked this long before.
Yeah, I was usually getting eaten by that lizard. But
I know.
I just want you to think about it. You have time. You have time to get things in order. You have time to break this cycle. And don't be a pawn to some higher power. You have the power. You have time. I can't even think of a greater gift than that, even if it's short.
Make a. I'll let you choose how you want to. If you're convincing him by.
I'm gonna stretch this.
Yeah.
I want to. I want to use my perception modifier. Not that I am perceiving more, but that I am opening his perception to something he had not considered prior. So I'm using my view of the world. I'm
gonna have him roll a saving throw. Charisma saving throw, and let me know what you get for perception.
Total 19.
He says,
Your words have mean a lot, and
you can see he's kind of like calming his body. He's holding this wrench really tightly, and he just drops it to the floor. And ding, 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 ding. And he just kind of crumples down on his knees. And
I can't do it. I can't save him. But I did try. I suppose you're right. Why did you come here?
Because my dang son decided to come. I listen. Sora just.
But why did he come here?
Denon's got a whole save the world kind of philosophy going on. I think he saw that I wasn't gonna come, so he tried to come in my place.
Show him the letter.
Oh yeah. It's probably. Oh yeah, it's in my back pocket again. I'll pull it out.
Okay.
I'll hand it over.
So he kind of takes a look at the letter and reads it and says,
They need me to build something. It's nice to feel needed, I guess. I need to talk to Thres.
Thres? And he gets up, and from inside the tent, Thres hears himself being called, and he says, "You guys can come out with me, but maybe actually just hold back just a second.
All right.
I'll let you know if it's okay." And he walks out, and he says, "Yes? Is everything all right? Is everything all right?" And Bato says, kind of looks at Coach, looks at Melbin, says,
I'm sorry. I didn't want to fail. I thought I could save you. But this one, I don't think I can. And Thresk goes over and kind of puts his arm around Bato and says, you already have. You've given me such a good life. Our time together is short, but you still have a purpose. If these people, these knights of the realm, need you, do what you do best. Don't worry about this infernal machine. I'm sure that they have great need of your skills in other ways. And he kind of looks at Coach and Melbin. Right? You do have need of him in some ways?
Yeah, absolutely.
The knights have great need of someone with his skill.
It's kind of a mess out there, if I'm being honest.
What do you say? Let's go back wherever they need you, and you can... We'll take our time. We'll move forward. If we can get out of here, that is. I don't know about the loop if everything's stopped. I mean, are we going to reset again? Bato kind of looks and it's like, I don't know. This has never happened before. How much time is left?
Oh, hey, Dendon. How are you? It's
Dad?
It's good to see you again. Man, it has been a long time.
I can't believe you came after me.
What do you mean? Of course I came after you.
Well, Dad, I mean, I wanted to...
You knucklehead. Get in here.
I wanted to prove I could help, but you didn't want to go, and
patting him on the head. I know.
I just wanted to prove I could help. I just wanted to do something right.
Dan, do you know anything about this? Like, did you read any of those runes? I know you're always reading in your books all the time. We passed by some kind of archway. I couldn't read anything on it. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw the arch. I mean, I took a look at it, but it wasn't in Dwarvish.
Clearly.
And all I know is, I mean, I know a couple other languages, but you know I've studied, but I didn't recognize this one. It's older, darker.
Well, if you don't know it, I doubt there's anybody here smart enough to figure it out. He says it kind of loud, looking around at everyone.
I said there's no...
I said I doubt there's anyone else here smart enough to figure out those runes on that stone thing that we did you all pass by that stone thing?
Oh yes.
I mean, I could tell you that it's 30% quartz.
I think there's an insinuation that we should all go take a moment and look at the stone thing and see if any of us can figure it out. We go to there.
Bato, how much time do we have?
10 minutes. We'll have to really move it. Oh, there's also a T-Rex, so we have to be careful.
Oh no, he's right here.
Hey, you gotta cut to me and Yenni what we've been doing the last week.
Okay. What if, sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
Best of 17. All
Here
right.
we go. Okay, here we go.
Right.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh, wait. What did you do?
I did paper.
Okay.
As you're doing that, one of the displacer beasts kind of comes up and just like... and kind of sits down, starts rubbing against your leg, like just kind of like curls up and like doing the little thing where you're
Just like petting him.
Yeah, it's just very friendly with Theo. And
now, I don't want to tell you what to do, Yenni, but maybe you should pick another one besides Rock.
No. We know which one's best.
I know, but the way the game's formatted.
And as you guys are doing that, like everybody else just starts walking past you, and they're like, "We're going."
Okay, I
Come
guess
on.
we gotta go.
All right, you guys book it, but it's not that long of a distance. But you make your way back to the arch with everybody in tow. At one point, Iggy and Theo, you guys have to kind of pick up Thress because he's having trouble making his way on his own. He's kind of winded a little bit, but you all managed to get to the arch. And there is actually writing on the other side of the archway. And do any of you speak Draconic?
No.
No, but I have a feeling Bato probably does.
Bato does, as well as Thress. And I just wanted to give the opportunity. Bato reads it and it says, "Why didn't I see this before?" And Thress says, "Well, you're a bit tunnel vision, my dear. You always wanted to look forward. You didn't want to look back. Right. It says you, once you've entered, you have to let go of your desire and give in to the fate. It is a trick. This Quasatho lied to me, playing with me. Never should have trusted that stupid warlock."
Hold on. Does that mean I have to leave Den here?
I don't know. I don't think that's how it works.
Den, are you willing to make the sacrifice?
Dad, I don't really want to at least stay here.
I put both my hands on his shoulders. Den, listen to me. There comes a time in every dwarf's life
but
where greater callings
come
down to you, and you have to accept them.
What am I doing?
Den,
what am I accepting?
I'll tell your friends. I'll tell your friends that, I guess if they want to visit, they can just come down. But
you didn't. You're not losing me.
Den, I have to let you go. It's the only way.
You're gonna let me go to the college?
Wait, what? No, I mean...
I think that's what it means. I think that's probably what it means. You have to let him go to the college.
Dad, I just want to go to... I just want to go to the Bard College, please.
Oh,
I feel like I could help so many people. I want to study oratory. I want to study speech. I know that you need my help in the mines, but please, I just want to talk to people and help them out. I feel like I have a gift, and I want to explore that.
Den, you have to let it go in order to leave.
No, I don't know. I don't want to let it go, Dad.
Okay, Den, fine. If that's what I have to let go to get out of here.
No, okay. Oh,
that
yes,
is
okay.
the only way that I
can
would
you
ever
guys
let
talk
you.
to him, please?
He's working it out on his own.
No, I agree. I think Bard's College is a terrible idea.
I know I agree with you, but I have to let this go.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I will let it go. Den, you can go tinkle on your little string things. I don't know. I don't understand it.
I'm not going to play an instrument. There's different types of bards.
Den, don't break my heart any further.
Orators and speech writers and people that study law and study.
I do know somebody who plays really good drums though. They do drum circles and all sorts of stuff. So maybe she could instruct you a little bit.
Well, that's sure. I mean,
it sounds like he kind of wants to be like a miner and builder of words.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
You dig.
Anyway, why don't we try walking through this this arch. And Bato says, "Excuse me, I think let me try first." And he kind of looks back at Thres, who's resting on Iggy's shoulder, and he's "Come with me." He takes his hand, and they walk through. And this time, there's this kind of reddish glow when they walk through the arch, and both of them manage to go through. And they look back, and they look at y'all, and they say, "Well, it seems to, for one reason or another, come on."
Coach is going to walk through and say, Den can go to Bard College.
And Coach takes a step forward, and he goes through the arch. And Dendon says, I'm not gonna let my family define my life, but I'm still gonna love my family. And he walks through tentatively and steps forward. Walks through the arch.
It's very telling.
What do the rest of you do?
I will walk through and give up my desire to instruct Yenni anymore on how rock, paper, scissors works. Just be okay with that fact that she's going to play it the way she wants.
I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Oh, boy. $13.
Saving throw
13.
if you're near me, +4.
Oh, that's right.
So then 17.
That's right. Good thing. You walk forward and you feel the slight resistance is kind of...
I mean, just scissors, like once.
Let it go. And you just look, and then you kind of push your way through. And you're like, oh, okay. All right. Who's next?
Yenni reaches into her bag and takes out something wrapped in fabric, and she unwraps it. It's the pinky finger of the red mage. She's like, "Goodbye, old friend." She turns to Melvin and asks him, "Does the lizard want this?"
Sure. Thank you.
And yet he feeds the lizard the pinky.
The lizard just takes it, jumps off of Melvin's hand, and runs into the jungle. With this little red finger, this bony, thin, sinewy, gross finger that has been decaying in a little pocket.
Goodbye, my friend.
And now Yenni walks through the threshold.
Easily. I'm not even going to have you roll for it.
Melbin will say, well, I guess he'll say,
"Goodbye, friend,"
to the gecko, and that'll be who he lets go, and he'll walk through.
Make a charisma saving throw.
Yep. Uh-oh. All right, saving? Oh, okay. 17.
That's with your +4?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So you make your way through. There's a little bit of resistance, but and then you kind of come through. Igneous and Diedre.
Even though I had a really cool cloak that made me look like a camel whenever I wanted, and I just gave it away for nothing, I'm gonna release my bitterness for that and just go on as a whole person whose body is his greatest tool.
All right. Charisma saving throw.
22.
Ooh. Yeah. Walk right on through. You're like, and you suddenly feel this like, I don't need that cloak.
It was a stupid
thankful.
cloak.
I'm thankful for the time I have. I haven't blown up. It's fine. Like a cloak's whatever.
That other guy wanted it much more than me.
Yeah. Diedre?
Well, darlings, I'm afraid it was a bit of a loss. You see, I feel like emotionally I travel rather light, and I'm not quite sure what to let go of because I don't think I cling to very much.
Your pride, your resentment about.
Is it really pride to say you're the best when you truly are the best?
Cool daggers, your very cool cloak. If you want to give that up and give me that would be fine.
But I like that cloak.
Fashion, desire to be fashionable, sense of superiority over others.
I feel like you're just making things up at this point. All right, it's fine. And she'll wipe at her face, and she wipes off her eyebrow powder, and you can see that she actually naturally has very thin eyebrows that she's penciled in. And she walks out.
Make a charisma saving throw.
I'm not proud of this. Dirty 20.
Ooh!
Dang.
Such sacrifice.
Listen, if I can't work it even without the eyebrows, what am I even doing here?
Diedre walks forward, and then you hit a wall. This invisible force wall.
Me?
Yep.
You rolled too high.
I thought that was really great, you guys. I mean, Melbin let go of a lizard that he literally found less than an hour ago. I've been coloring in my brows for years.
It was my friend.
Maybe it's what the brows represent that you need to let go.
Bato at this point says, well, whatever you're going to do, you have about 3 minutes to figure it out. Otherwise, you're looped again.
All right.
I'll have another chance, I guess, but
I'm going
I don't know
to
what that means.
Put down my dagger of swarms.
Okay. Make a charisma saving throw.
6.
Plus 4.
10.
All right. You try to walk through. There's still a wall. There's still a force.
Well, then I'm going
It's
to pick
not
that
letting
dagger back up and say...
Maybe it's what the dagger represents.
Tell us something you've never told anyone. Let go of secrets.
I don't really have secrets.
Well, you didn't tell us about your fiancé. That was a pretty big secret.
I mean, but it was a casual relationship.
You were engaged.
Casually. She said she was casually engaged.
I suppose there's a part of me that's always feared that people only like me for what I can do for them and not for who I truly am. And if I can't be of service, then I'm of no value and I'll just be discarded like old rubbish. There.
And Dendon in the back says, I can relate to that. Sorry, Dad.
Can I try to walk again?
Try to walk again. Give me another charisma saving throw.
21.
Yay!
You walk through.
Man, I thought the
Yay!
eyebrows were going to be enough.
Hugs for Diedre! I'm sorry.
Somehow
is
or
this too
another,
much?
she's
No,
already
it's nobody
managed.
else is hugging.
Somehow or another, she's already managed to like repencil on her eyebrows. Like,
Yep. Yeah.
You know, Dendon, I think what really should be happening is what if, I went with you to Bard College? I mean, here's the thing. I just didn't want you to be too far away from me,
Dad, I just need a little bit of privacy. I mean, hey, by the way, how did you get here? I mean, I had a little thing that came in the letter that like teleported me here. It was like a save spell thing, but how did you get here?
Dendon, let me tell you about somebody named Sarsa.
Who's that?
It's a long story.
Well, was that crazy lady that had horns and drank a lot or something?
I mean, I think you're thinking of your aunt, but yes.
Oh,
I don't
Well, what
remember if I don't think Diedre's met Sarsa, has she?
Deidre has not.
No, she met Maya, I think, right?
No, I don't think so.
Who was her?
Sarsa met Maya.
That's
Deidre didn't meet either one of them.
I'm so confused.
Who was your second character in the Jeff season?
I thought it was Diedre.
Yeah, they were
Deidre
there
Came in there.
in the final
Yeah. I think
in
Maya
the final
and-
season 4 fight. They
Or
fought
no.
each other.
Yeah, I thought so.
So Sarsa and Diedre know
Yeah.
each other.
Yeah, in some way.
Yeah.
They've met.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, I know the drunk.
Yeah, she flies best when she's drunk. Actually, it's really strange. I don't understand it. It seems like that shouldn't be the case.
She's a little
Wait,
bit
so
of a mess.
she flies like she has wings or something?
She's got an airship. What do you mean?
Oh, that's your friend with the airship.
Yeah.
Wow, so you took an airship to find me here?
Of course I did.
Dad.
Of course I did. I would have moved, heaven and earth to get to you, Dendon. I got blown up for like 3 months.
I did too.
Oh, I'm so sorry. We
Me
really need to
too.
see somebody about that. I mean,
Yeah,
we really
I
got to
know.
work through this.
Maybe I can wait on college a little bit and we just kind of have some time
Go
to
on
work things out.
vacation,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish the world wasn't in such a terrible state right now.
There's a mine across from our mine that I think would be fantastic.
Can we just go somewhere else besides a mine?
I've just heard such great things about these crystals that are over there.
So how are we going to get back home, actually, Dad?
Oh, we could just use the tattoos.
You can use the what
The
nows?
The tattoos.
And Bato's like, do you mean these? And he kind of shows his tattoo that he's had. And
What?
Yes,
Well,
it
it's
is
been an
a bit of
upgrade.
Jinx,
Oh,
you
I
owe me a
never-
Coke.
I never got that message.
The patch was put onto every was sent out. Everybody got the download, the firmware
Yeah, except-
update.
and you get it that because they mentioned in the letter that they tried to reach out, but he never got it. So it was something. He was in this sort of field, this sort of area that blocked his communication, and so he never received anything. And even though they were able to tell that he was kind of there, like he was never able to receive any messages or anything.
So
like that.
Coach
Something
has
was
it,
kind of-
but Bato doesn't.
He was stuck on the intranet.
Yeah, he was on the intranet. He was on the internet. Bato is a knight.
Yeah.
Actually, but he's he's a former knight. He kind of left. So.
Well,
All right. Well, I've never done it before. What do we do? Have to lick it or something?
Yeah, lick it. Just
Okay.
Just
No,
gotta really get in there.
Just to be safe, let's well, what you can do is you tap it 3 times, but just to be safe, why don't you take Thress's arm,
Yeah. I'm not gonna leave you.
and Coach, you take your son's.
Come here, Dendon.
You guys try
Right on.
first, and if it doesn't work, then you can come with us.
Where are we going exactly?
Do we have to like say a happy place, or do we sing a song, wherever we want to go?
Y'all kind of remember from previous times that since you're going back to Glorn, you're kind of leading the since you guys teleported there, the teleport only works for the 5 of you. So in order to bring somebody back, they have to be holding onto you.
Okay. Well then, scratch all that.
Okay, take my arm.
link up, just to be safe. Think of a wonderful thought, and we'll take you to the base, and we'll go from there. All right.
All right.
So,
Tap, tap, tap.
tap, tap, tap. And then all of you in a circle, just poof. And then the jungle is left with all of the sounds of nature and birds. And somewhere in the distance, about 5 minutes later, you hear
you.
You make your way back to Glorn, all of you, including with Bato and Thress and Dendon, and after some greetings and pleasantries and some time, Coach and Dendon managed to get one of the sorcerers says that they would be happy to transport them back via teleportation circle back to Iron Haven. That there is a spot that they can drop them off within the city. So before they exit, is there anything that you all want to say to Coach or Dendon?
Well, thanks everyone. I definitely couldn't have done it without you. Thanks for rescuing me.
And me.
Us.
It was good to meet you both. Be safe.
Oh well, we'll do some of that.
Coach, I noticed that your strength is impeccable, but don't forget about your flexibility.
I'm very lonely. Oh dear, Dendon. You need to introduce me to some people when we get back. This is too much.
Sure, I know a couple of dwarf bars.
In the dwarven capital of Ironhaven, yeah, there's probably a couple.
Yeah, I mean the ones for the ones for your age.
What are you trying to say? I mean, have you seen me? I'm in impeccable shape. Did you see that? Impeccable. I did the thing.
Dad, okay, we got to work on.
What do you mean? Wait.
We got to work on your game, Dad.
Yeah.
I mean, you got a good game, but also you don't have a good game.
Sure. But thanks everyone. You saved me and you saved Denton. I really appreciate that. And you there. I hope you find purpose. Even after everything. There's a lot of life left.
Thank you, Coach.
And Thress kind of nods and just gives you a hug.
Watch the spikes.
And
careful. Yeah,
he's,
get it.
You're right. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I thank you more than you know. I appreciate it from both of us.
Goodbye, Thress.
Bye, Coach. Bato says, maybe I'll see you again.
Oh, you can count on that. I don't know if
Teleportation circle opens. And this little grung sorcerer goes.
Adorable.
and Dendon's like, I think that means we need to go, Dad. Just go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. Bye now.
They leap through. And the rest of you are left in the Grumble Gate as the teleportation circle closes as from the dwarfs that have just left. And just then, as Thress and Bato are kind of making their way up to a new quarters, Boone is kind of showing them, and you guys are kind of gathering your stuff. Raffaella comes running down where you guys are, and
Wait.
No,
Is everything okay?
No, he's been taken.
Who?
Drake Bloodmoon. That's where we'll stop for tonight.
Hey.
I wanted XX Bloody Heart to walk out right after Coach left.
Hey, you found the knights.
Hey, you guys,
Cool.
you guys eating any? You guys do anything?
I made Easy Mac.